everybody, welcome to my home. My name is Becky and I am so excited that you're here today. So today we are back in the craft room, as you can see. I don't know if that makes you happy, but it sure does put a smile on my face. We're Christmas crafting again. So this is kind of a part 2 to last week's video. I don't know if you watched that or not, but if you did not, what we talked about was, what if you guys want a vintage Christmas tree in your home, but you don't have all the cute little vintage ornaments? Those ornaments are getting harder and harder to come by. I have a small collection, but it has taken me years to put together. I went to I went to yard sales, I went to thrift stores, I went to antique stores, and I'd pick up a piece at a time. I did one time look up and find a big plastic bag full of some awesome ornaments at the Goodwill one time, but that's not your typical scenario. That's not going to happen every time. So, how can you put together a vintage Christmas tree without the vintage ornaments? Well, what we did was we went to Walmart and we went to Home Depot. No, we did not go to Home Depot. We went to Walmart and we went to the Hobby Lobby and we looked at their ornaments that they have for sale for Christmas this year. And I picked out a few that I felt like if you were to get and put on your tree, it would have that vintage feel and vintage inspired look. We also came back and we made 2 crafts. Very easy, cheap, one out of paper, one out of pipe cleaners, but they were so cute and they went well with the ornaments that we had picked up at the retail store. So the idea behind this craft or this video is I want to find items that you can go out and you can find right now. I mean, I could go to the thrift store and I could find little doodads to decorate with and do these crafts with, but that's not really what I want to do. I want to be able to find things that you can go out and you can find and you can duplicate it. So like I said, we went back to Walmart, we went back to Hobby Lobby, and this time we also went to the Dollar Tree. I've got everything spread out here and I'm going to show you what I have to work with. Working in miniatures, everything that I have are small in scale because of course we're making ornaments. When I think of vintage Christmas, I think of the dioramas, and that's the first craft that I want to make. I want to make the little diorama ball with the little snowy scene on the inside because that is what I think of. And I want tacky tinsel, I want holly, I want snow. I just want it to be sparkly and gaudy and glorious. That's what I want to go for. That's the look I'm looking for. So I have everything spread out here. I'm going to show you what I have. We're going to talk about every little step, and then I keep getting tongue-tied, I'm sorry. So that's why I keep stopping the video. So I have 4 ideas in my mad scientist brain here that I'm trying to achieve today. I don't know if I've told you that yet or not. If I have, I'm sorry. But we're going to do them together. We're going to figure it out together. It may work out. It may not. I don't know. I feel like I've already told you this. I don't know. If I've told you this before, I'm sorry. But we're going to get started because right now I'm rambling and I am tongue-tied and I'm not getting the point across that I'd like to get across. So, first ornament is going to be the diorama. We'll talk about the others in a minute, but like I said, there's 4 that I'd like to do, and we're going to, I also got the puff paint to put our names on the little stockings that we bought last week. So there are actually 5, but I don't think that 5th one needs explanation. We all know how to do that. So let's get started. Let me show you what I have. Okay, so here's what we have so far. I do have more over that I'll share with you in a minute, but they're for other DIYs, so I want to try to keep only the stuff that I'm using for the dioramas right now. So we have a pack of snow. Everything here come from Hobby Lobby, and it's all 50% off, so this was $2. These little picks here, I just thought that they would be cute to add for detail. Those were $1 a piece. I went gaudy, and I went sequiny, and I tried to pick up the gaudiest flowers I could find. So these were all from Hobby Lobby, $2.50, $1, $2 for the little deer. I thought they were good and nice and vintage looking. I got some ribbon just in case I need it. These little buttons were $1.50. Thought these would be cute in there. These we may use in there, but I have another idea for them, so I kept them in this little haul so that if we use them, you'll see them. But I do have another idea for them. And then I picked up these little trees for $2. Now, these trees came from the Dollar Tree. So this is my Dollar Tree haul. The little drums. You all have seen these little people that are for like a little village. I got those because I thought they looked kind of vintage. Now these big plastic balls, those came from Walmart. So I need to move these over here. We'll talk about Walmart in a minute. But I did get these smaller plastic balls from the Dollar Tree. I found my jingle bells I was looking for. So those are here. And then the only thing that I didn't get from a store that you guys probably have access to, I got these at a little store called Roses. But I feel like all I'm using this stuff for is just for garnishing and extra funness. So I feel like you can get these things from the Dollar Tree. It's just little garlands, picks, little bells, and you know, the Mardi Gras beads. And then over here we have Walmart's haul, and these little ornaments here were $1 a piece. I got this one because I felt like the leaves were small enough that they would look nice on the ornament. And then this is just tinsel. That's Dollar General, but this is Walmart. It's just tinsel, and that's what we have. And as always, we have our low temperature glue gun. We're gonna need an X-Acto knife, and we'll talk about that in a minute, and some glue sticks, and of course my scissors are around here somewhere. So if I use anything else or if I add anything else, I will let you know, but this is what we're working with right now. I'm having the hardest time filming today. I don't know what's wrong with me, but my words won't come out, and I'm just stammering and stuttering and just having a time. Okay, so let's start with this larger ball. Now, I could not find diorama balls. I'm sure I could have ordered them, but I don't know that you guys would have, number one, wanted to pay the price for them, and number two, been able to find them either. But these came from Walmart. And of course, a diorama ball has to have a hole in it. These do not have holes in them, but they are pliable. And I don't know if pliable is the word I want to use, or malleable. I don't know. But what I mean by that is when you squeeze them, they squeeze. I feel like they would be easy to cut. I've got my X-Acto knife here. I'm going to cut that. And I cut out a circle with a little scrap piece of Cricut paper, and I'm going to put that on there, and I'm going to cut a circle out. I have a smaller circle for the smaller balls, but that's the idea. Hopefully it'll work. I had originally thought that I could cut it out with a wood burning kit or tool, but I feel like the X-Acto knife is going to be just a little easier to deal with. So I'm going to take this plastic off of here, or the backing off of this plastic here, and I'm going to sit it on my plastic ball, and that's going to give me a perfect circle to cut out, supposedly. We'll see. I'm going to it's not going to lay down perfect, but it'll be enough to where we can get a good circle cut out. And if it's not perfect, it doesn't matter, because we're going to cover it up later with doodads, so it's fine. But this will give us somewhere to start. Okay, I just ran into my first problem. Even though it's cutting fine, I mean, it cuts, because it's it's not hard plastic, it's not breaking or anything like that. But my X-Acto knife is not strong enough, because when I put it in there, these are cheap X-Acto knives, and they're just coming out instead of cutting like they're supposed to. So if I had a nice X-Acto knife, ideally this would work. But I don't have a nice X-Acto knife, and please be careful doing this, you guys, because it's dangerous. Crafting is dangerous work. But I started by pushing it in and then like sawing it, and that didn't exactly work. that's when it kept coming out. So what I'm doing now is I'm scoring it, and it might take a couple trips around, but it's working a little better by scoring it. So keep that in mind. Don't try to saw it, just score it, and just be patient. Make sure your fingers are out of the way, please. I do not want any letters or notes saying I cut my finger off while trying to duplicate the craft you showed me. Please, that was not what I'm here for. All right, I'm going to continue to do this, but I think you get the idea. So I have sat here and I have scored. I'm making 5 ornaments because honestly, I'd like to do another giveaway if they turn out okay. So I'm making 5 ornaments, and I have sat here and I have scored these things. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little sketchy sometimes using that knife so close to my hand. So I pulled out my wood burning kit. Now I don't think I paid much for this thing. It's a cheap little wood burner. It's like this, and it's working too. So if you feel more comfortable, see the smoke coming up? If you feel more comfortable doing with the wood burning, by all means do it, because it does the exact same thing, and you're not actually having the knife so close to your hand. So I'm going to let you guys make that call, but they both work. It's just if you use the X-Acto knife, just be careful, please. I beg you, be careful. So I'm going to finish cutting the rest of these out. This is the one I did. I don't know if you can see it or not. I did that one with a knife, and I did that one with the wood burner. So there's the 2 sizes, the big and the small. So I'm going to finish cutting these out. I think I'm going to do the rest of them with the wood burner just because I have it, but again, you can still do it with the X-Acto knife, just your choice. Okay, so I got them all cut out, and I feel like the first thing we should do is put in a little bed of snow. I'm going to do that first. And let's get a little bit here. Now this is kind of like cotton-y, I guess, but it's kind of neat. I like it. I'm not going to complain. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue down at the bottom, and just kind of let it just fall in there. Okay, and this is, like I said, low temp, so we should be good. We shouldn't be burning ourselves here. I'm gonna put that down first. The hot glue does go through the plastic, so don't put your fingers right in there. Okay, there's that. All right, and what do we want to do next? I think I want to use one of these Santa and snowman things from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to open those first, and they are, you can tell they're cheap as can be, but that to me is part of the vintage look. So what do you think about putting Santa in there and maybe a tree? Maybe try that. Oh, or we could put one of these reindeer in there that we got from Hobby Lobby. Those would be cute. Let's see. I'm gonna get a tree and a reindeer and a Santa. And we're gonna start simple. How about that? Okay. So like if we put Santa here and a tree in the back, what do you think? Coming together? Okay. All right, I'm gonna put this together and then we'll talk in just a second. All right, well, that was so super simple. I can't even tell you. It just glued right down. Everything's holding pretty good. I haven't seen any issues yet. The next thing I want to do is I want to take some tinsel and I want to glue around the opening because, like I said, I want to get gaudy. This is a messy craft, I'm not gonna lie. I got glitter everywhere. So here's how it looks right now. So what I want to do is I want to put something big and gaudy up here. So here's the options that we have. I picked up one of those picks that has this red leaf. I got this little poinsettia from Hobby Lobby, and I also have these that came off that pick as well. So we could kind of do something like this. We could do something like this and come in behind it with the gold. We could add silver. I've got lots of things here to choose from. You just kind of go the way you feel led to go. There's some silver there. But anyway, what I thought I would do is I pulled a little piece of garland out of my craft stash, and I thought that I would start with that and then maybe do green, and I'm going to do a piece coming here and a piece coming here, and then I'm going to stick that big gaudy poinsettia up there, and then I've got these little white pieces that I got from this little pick from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to stick them in there as well, and we're just going to make a gaudy little topper to our ornament. The other thing that I was gonna do and I didn't is you can paint the inside of these and maybe put some glitter on the inside if you don't want them to be clear. I might try that, I don't know. Paint it with some Mod Podge and then put some glitter, or paint it with red and Mod Podge, and you know, it would be really cute either way. But I'm just gonna kind of decorate my topper here, and then we're almost done with this ornament. Okay, so if somebody came up on my channel and didn't know what we were doing, and they just thought I was just, you know, like, make this beautiful ornament for your tree and put it on your tree. I wonder how long it would take them to report me. I think it's adorable. I love it. I don't know how you feel about it, but I love it because I think it's the perfect amount of vintage gaudy, and it's making me smile. So, yeah, I think it turned out so cute. I'm going to move on to the next and see just how gaudy I can get on with the next one, but you're either turning the station right now, or you're laughing at me, or you're saying, that's genius, I love it. All right, let's go see what else we can make. Real quick, I want you to see, I know you can't see this, but make sure you use low temperature hot glue on these Dollar Tree ornaments because they're melting the bottom. So I probably need to turn my glue gun off for a minute before I go any further, but I did put a lot on there for the snow, but just be careful with that. Make sure you use low temp, okay? That's your warning. Okay, here's my second one. I put a little bit of greenery that I got from Walmart. I just cut a few of the small sprigs in there, and I wrapped these little jingle bells with a piece of wire, and I put some sparkly poinsettia. I have glue everywhere. That's when you know you're having a good time, when you've got glue everywhere. So here's my second one. Let me show you the two together. Okay. There's the big one, and there's the small one. So that's kind of the idea. I'm not going to go through any more right now. I'm just going to kind of play, and at the end of the video, I'll show you what I come up with, because I really don't want this video to be another hour long. But before we do that, I'm going to show you my second DIY, which is also a diorama, and I'm hoping that it turns out just as cute as these. All right, so the next thing that I want to do is also a diorama, and it's another thing that I picture when I think of vintage ornaments. And I know you've seen them. I tried to find mine, but I can't find it. It's in a pile over here, but it's in the little metal muffin or tart tins, and they do a diorama in the tins. So I did look for them, I couldn't find them, and I thought, well, how can we do this where you guys can find what you need to do the project? So I found these at Hobby Lobby, and I know that they're not going to be quite as sturdy as the metal ones, but I still think they're going to be cute, and if we're very careful packing them away, they should be fine. So we're going to make a little diorama out of these mini pie pans, and they were $1.99, and there were 12 in the pack. So I'm going to see how that looks, and it's basically going to be the same type of process, except please be careful with the glue gun, because this will absolutely burn through the metal, and it does bend a little easier, of course, but I think it should be fine. It's just going to add to the character. It should look really sweet. So I'm just going to play around, and I'm going to come up with something to put inside of here. so let me show you what I've done here. I've got some different scenarios together here, but I just glued in some of those balls. Well, let me show them to you first. I just glued in some of those balls in that little tree. Yes, the balls are too big, but it adds to the whimsy, so it's fine. I glued in one of the deer, and then this was the deer that was left over from the button set. I did put that little gold piece of paper back there. I don't know if it adds to it or just is just there, but it is what it is. So here's some different scenarios that I have to do my topper, because you know I gotta make it crazy. So I have these red leaves, so I could definitely do something with them. And then I also have these green ivy leaves or holly leaves, so I could add those in as well to add some green. Could do that. Of course, I've got the poinsettias, but definitely got to add those. And then what I thought, I wanted some silver, but I didn't really have anything silver to add. Of course, I could add the bells too. The bells would be really cute in the red, but I made this little bow out of the pipe. You can do it with the pipe cleaners, but this was my tinsel, and I thought that was kind of cute to add the little bow made out of the tinsel, and then I can add things on top of it and dress it up a little bit. So that's where I am with this. We're gonna have to add a hanger back here for this, but I don't know, what do you think? Do you think this looks vintage, or does it look like it was made in kindergarten class? Oh gosh, I don't know. You guys, sometimes I cross the line, and you have to tell me when I've crossed that line from cute to ridiculous. So let me know if you like this or if I'm just ridiculous. All right, let's finish it up. Okay guys, so I guess in my mind what I'm trying to go for is like one of those big corsages that they would wear. That's where my mind is going, and that's why I'm getting so glittery and gaudy with it. But what do you think? Tell me what you think. I'm going to continue to work. We'll be back in a minute and we'll talk about the next one, but you know, it's cute. It's not my favorite. It's not like that first one I made, but it's cute. I'm going to see what I can come up with a second option. So I have two more tutorials that I want to show you, and then I'll show you everything together that we've done and let you see it all together. So the next thing that I wanted to do is really simple. I got some of these trees from the dollar store, and I just basically wanted to do the exact same process that I did with the one little tree in the tin that I did. And I have these little balls here, and I also have these blue ones, and I just wanted to kind of glue them inside and make it look like a decorated tree. I also had those gold balls that I could wrap around them as well, and let me just see what it looked like. And then basically you can just hang these trees from your tree, or sit them up on your shelf, however you want to do it. It just takes something that you can get at the Dollar Tree and just make it look a little more vintage. So we're going to do that real quick. Okay, so let's open up one of these trees. Ooh, those are messy. Let's just do a little one right now. And you saw how I did the other ones. These are very simple to do. We're just going to glue these beautiful little glass balls that kind of mimic mercury balls into the tree. And I know you've seen these everywhere, and it's nothing new that you haven't seen before, but I don't know that, you know, maybe you never thought about making an ornament out of it. So it's just an idea I had, just an afterthought when I was trying to come up with some ideas. It's nothing really fancy, like I said, but it can be a cute little ornament to add to your tree. Just put a couple in there, and that's kind of the idea of it. I do have these blue ones. I would like to add a little blue in there, and like I said, I have these little gold beads here that I could just wrap around it like that and make it extra cute. Okay, and the last of the ideas that I had is probably going to be the most time-consuming of them all. I have this vintage ornament, and this is kind of the idea that I wanted to use, but I looked everywhere and I could not find any of these that they still are sold. So they do have styrofoam ornaments, but what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to Mod Podge something on here and let it dry, like maybe some tissue paper, and put a background on here, and we'll do that. But for now, I just want to put it on here because I would like to have these ornaments that I already own decorated up a little bit. So I got these little sequin pins at Hobby Lobby for $1.99, and I got 4 colors of sequins in 3 different sizes. So you just make a little design. This is going to be time consuming, so I'm not going to be able to finish this today. We're going to have to do this tomorrow, but I'm going to start out. I'm going to kind of show you what it looks like. So let's open the red one. I'm running out of time today. It's getting close to time to start dinner. So you're just going to kind of, well, let's do green and red. How about that? Let's do oh, I just threw them everywhere. All right, so let's do a green inside of the red and put the pin through that. And there's 2 different size pins here. So this bigger size is going to be more apt for this size ornament. And these little ones that I got are going to be more apt for the smaller ornament. So let me grab one of those real quick. And I'm just going to kind of show you how it goes in. And then I'll sit down tonight while I'm watching TV and just kind of play a little bit. You just stick it in there, and you're just decorating the styrofoam ornament. And you just do whatever design you want. If this is covered, you don't have to fill this whole thing, obviously. But you do what you want. If you want to fill the whole thing, fill the whole thing. But all I wanted to do is maybe do like some little lines coming down and just doll up these that I already own. And I'll do the Mod Podge on here so I can show you what it looks like. And then you'll have a an example of what this one will turn out to be. But for now, I'm going to close off for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll finish tomorrow and we'll continue with these. So it's currently the next day. I finished up the balls last night. I put a movie on and just sat there and just played. I just stuck the little sequins in with the pen. It's not rocket science. It was just really simple to do and just kind of relaxing actually. So I made the one, let me show you the ones with the vintage ornaments first. Now I made 4 different designs. None of these are the same, but these are just little stripes and I just alternated the colors. And like I said, these are from Vintage Ornaments, so I know that I wanted to use things that you guys could find, but I do have an alternative to show you as well. But that's the second one. And here's the other 2. I had 4 of them. And I'm excited to see them on my tree. I think they're going to be cute. Hold on one second. And here are the last 2, I mean, sorry. All right, so that's how they look. That's how they turned out. And I showed you that I had taken a regular styrofoam ornament, or it was just a ball. I was calling it an ornament, but it's actually just a styrofoam ball. You can buy them in a pack and from Hobby Lobby. And I Mod Podged it and put a little glitter on it and did the same process. And this is how it turned out. Little strand of glue hanging there. This is how it turned out. I just had a hole in the top. I had stuck a dowel rod in there so that I could Mod Podge it easier. And then I used that hole to put my hanger on. So, I mean, it's cute. It's not as cute as I feel like as this one. But you may have some of these little silk ornaments in your stash that you want to doll up. Or they're pretty on their own. I mean, I just wanted to try it. I'd seen them online and just wanted to try it. So I want to show you how the other things turned out real quick and then we're going to end this video. Here are the little trees. I added some fishing line to them. I got glue everywhere. Added some fishing line to them. These turned out really cute. And I made 2 of those. And then the dioramas in the ball, I made 5. I made 3 large and 2 small. So here's one, the little snowman and the little guy throwing the snowball. These, both of these little pieces came from the Dollar Tree. And then there's the topper to that. There's one. Here's the other one. I don't think you guys saw this one. I had some little elves. Those came from the Dollar Tree as well. And then I stuck some little drums back there. You can see the back of it. You can really see the glue back there. And some little presents right here. Those are those little buttons that I got from Hobby Lobby. So there's that one. And then you saw this one, Santa and the Reindeer. We did that one together. So he turned out really cute. And then here's the smaller ones. You saw this one. That's Mr. and Mrs. Claus. And he's got some little jingle bells up there. And I need to put a hanger on that. And then here's the last one. It's just a little reindeer and Christmas tree. And again, the Christmas tree was in the Dollar Tree package and the reindeer came from Hobby Lobby in a package with several reindeer, if you'll remember. Here are my little stockings that I painted our names on. Asked me how many times I stuck my finger in it to see if they were dry and smeared it. So I think these are so vintage and cute. And then I had the dioramas in the pie tin. I think this is where everybody thought I was losing my mind. But here's the one with the tree. We made this together. The little presents down here. And then I have this one. I think we made all of these together, didn't we? I think you saw me make all of these, if I'm not mistaken, if they don't get lost in editing. More glue. Hold on. There's glue everywhere. This was the little house that we got from Walmart, and we just trimmed it down a little bit and put a Christmas tree in the front. No, the Christmas tree came with it. Sorry, that came with it. We just added all of this up here. And then here's the last one, and it's just a little deer and a Christmas tree. Cute little Christmas tree. So yeah, there's that one. And then again, you saw these little, I've got these sitting here as well. I'll pan over everything at the end. Oh, I wanted to show you this. This was the inspiration for those pie tins. I did go in my stash and I found it. This is an actual vintage ornament. So this was the inspiration where I got that idea from. It's just a piece that I had picked up. So, all right, I'm gonna pan over everything, let you see everything, but that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed it. Is this something that you would like to see a giveaway with? Do you think I should put together a little care package of vintage inspired ornaments and do a giveaway? If so, let me know. If I have enough of you interested, I may do that. I may make you your own little ornaments and ship them to you. Let me know what you think. And then that's it. That's all I have for you for today. Until next time, I love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.